I figured I'd come out here a bit early and fuel things up before Jim comes out and we finish fixing the bearing on the end of the auger that I was working on in the last video. And it was really wet this morning, heavy dew. It didn't freeze. I wish it would have at this point, would have helped us. It got close, but the beans are not gonna go. They weren't gonna go, and that was before it started misting. So right now it's 37 degrees and misting out. Not that beautiful of weather, but it's pretty standard harvest weather. Thunder. First thing every morning, we check these sickle sections and these guards because there's usually a couple of broken ones on here. This year's been pretty dang good. Rolling the fields in the spring really helps that a lot, but that'll be the first thing I do here is go through these while I'm pumping the go-go juice in this beast. There we go. Now we got a heavy mist. That's the Minnesota harvest weather that I know.
Hey, big guy.
Morning. You get that bearing changed yet?
Well, sure. Why not?
No, I mean,
Never know.
it was still in my pickup. I was hoping you had it on by now. We got the electrician working back here too on a fan that I think the motor went bad, so I'm gonna go check with him, see what he says. So we're thinking the motor's no good on this fan, so we got somebody looking for a motor right now, but we're gonna tear that one apart for the moment. I got Jim going on the bearing up here, and Alan just left with a truck. In the meantime, the soybeans are too wet anyway, so it's a good time to fix stuff. Is it moving?
Well, ways.
Little ways. I gotta get a truck for Tim. We're gonna take that whole fan off and bring it in the shop. Everything is broken. Well, I forgot about those back two bins where those fans don't turn on either, so Tim's gonna check those out, and I'm gonna rip the cage off this and pull the motor out. But first, Jim needs the air compressor from the back of Thunder over here so that he can get an air hose out to run a cutoff wheel to get the inner bearing off of that shaft. This trailer could pretty much replace a service truck.
Definitely, except for the crane.
Except for the crane.
That don't work anyways.
Right, our crane is no good anyway. Okay, have fun. I'm gonna go get that motor apart for Tim. It's a balancing act, you know? It's like being a part of your own circus. I didn't really need this bench, but it has a really good camera mount right here. Chrome socket on an impact. Bad boys for life. Hey, on our table?
Hey. Oh, you guys got a good table.
I guess we're taking up the good one back here, aren't we? Do what you gotta. Don't burn our shop towels now.
Wow, that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about.
You carrying tools back, that's probably a good sign.
I hope so.
Looks good to me, you even waxed the shaft. Well, at least somebody was able to get that done.
What do you got to do with that motor now then?
We got to run to Clontarf. They'll rebuild it, or else they should have one on the shelf, they figure.
Oh.
Yeah, we can pull the fan off, and then we'll take this motor down to Clontarf and see if they either got one in stock. He figures this either rusted or came loose.
Oh, sure.
And turned in there and fused itself with the windings.
So
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, this one ain't.
It's an old motor. Check the oil here so Alan can take a couple more loads. Looks good.
Oh, look at that.
What do you see? Yeah, you hadn't seen that yet?
No, I looked over there now. What the hell?
Looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, yellow tape. That looks beautiful.
Yeah. See you, Jim. All right, so I'm gonna unload this. I'm gonna take the bad motor down to the motor place. Jim will be back in a couple hours. We'll be in touch. You too. Hey. All right, mind your own. What? Have fun. Okay, sounds good. Yep, see you in a minute. Remember that steel stone boat, that sled that I borrowed to the neighbor in the last video? It's been here for 25 years, so I thought it was ours. Turns out I found out yesterday, it's actually theirs. We've just had it for 25 years. But they're bringing it back. Gonna continue keeping it here. So yeah, John, you can borrow your own stone boat anytime. You can keep it stored here too. Go Gadget Transport. 15 minutes later, we got a different motor and a check. They wanted one of those too. Got a little bit of a different connection here on the side. There's some fins in the center of the fan. They said just remove those. They don't do that much.
There's what?
I'll show you.
On your knees ain't real nice.
Nope. Have to pull this one out maybe? We want to feed that
we
wire
better
up.
try to get that wire on there.
Yeah, that could be a challenge.
Yeah, I got the wires.
Alright.
Now you gotta go there. You're on there. Just there you go. There you go. Well, that wasn't too terrible.
No, that was...
You need a pliers to tighten it up tighter, or?
Oh, I think I can get it pretty dang snug by hand. That's pretty snug.
That ain't gonna go nowhere anyway.
I'm close to snug. Is it spin free? We could tighten the front ones first. That looks pretty good. Whoa. Almost killed us both. Man, this weather, it's still cold, but it really is like schizophrenic weather. Okay, moment of truth. Ready? We did it. Almost killed him. We did it. We did it. You think they're gonna go?
Yes, I think they will.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
I'm tasting vanilla ice cream, Oreo cookie, the mini M&Ms, and the Snickers bar piece.
It's gotten awfully sunny out here. Ooh, that broke easy. So they're shelling out really easily by hand, but the other thing we have to check is the actual moisture content inside the beans themselves. They are a tad squishy. But they're gonna dry up in the next hour because it's gonna stay like this. They definitely are still a little squishy. They need to be hard and crack open when we chew on them in order to be down to that 13% or so. But I think by the time we get ready, get going in an hour, I think they'll go. And it'd be nice to finish this remaining 80 acres in this field tonight. I bet they're still 15%, but give it an hour.
Really?
Yeah, they shell out easy, so. Yeah, but it'll finish stuff off then, that'd be all right.
Exactly.
We got a few more sections replaced on the header, and we know the fuel's good. Should I go dive in and see what they're like?
I guess that's all we can do.
Go see what they are. Well, let's give it a try. The only way to know for sure is to test it out. So far, they're feeding in really nicely. And according to the monitor, they're averaging, well, that's what the current is, but go back here, I reset this, so they're averaging 13.0. I don't have a lot in the tank yet, but they look pretty good. 5 to 7. Must not have that tractor running yet. He had it running. Must have just been picking his nose. There's a few spots where they're a little bit squishy yet here, but they're gonna go. So I think when I get back to that end, we can take off and go back and bring my pickup back, and we'll bring a couple of trucks back and bring Onyx. All right, we're gonna go grab a couple trucks and Onyx, the grain cart driver. Jeez, somebody like the classic rock. Another neighbor getting ready to go. Everybody in the neighborhood will be going within 20 minutes. When it's time, it's time. There he is. You ready to go? He's ready. We may have had several days of cold mist over the last week, but we're still well ahead of last year and probably still ahead of average. We are ahead of average a little bit, so things are going pretty good. Every afternoon we get sun like this, so that helps a lot. Overall, things are going good. We've had a few breakdowns at home, but mostly minor stuff. We're trucking right along. Harvest 20 goes on. Heck yeah. There he goes, my boy again. Pretty awesome. Grandpa hurts his knee, goes down on IR. He's on the injured reserve list. We pull out the next string here. Onyx, he gets promoted, does awesome. Grandpa, I don't know, you might have to rest that knee for quite a while.
You got a little bit coming out the hopper.
10-4, good buddy. Look at that. Mrs. Millennial Farmer showed up with a home-cooked meal for us. Hi, girls. Yeah. Gotta be a restroom around here somewhere. Just 2 hours later here and the dust is really flying. It's difficult to see very well when I'm heading east. But that's good. Beans are running dry yet. Around that 12%, 12.5 when he's taking the trucks to town. All is going good. Pretty awesome views out here. I gotta show the sunsets, right? I mean, you just don't get sunsets like that everywhere all the time. But we do. Not all the time. And we also have January and February and December. And then rainy, windy times in March, April, and May. But sometimes the sunset is pretty awesome out here. There you go, dude. There's a full semi-load.
Jim, I'm coming over to you. Whoa.
Alright, sir, bring it on over.
That'll pretty much do it then for tonight, Jim. If you want, you can just bring that home and head home, because Onyx and I will take that other truck back then once we get that full.
10-4, you want to call me in the morning then if you want to go or something?
Yeah, we'll be in touch in the morning, but we could plan on that 8:30ish again, and we'll look at maybe moving over to that other east of town there.
10-4.
The little dude was getting bored over there. He had to hop in for a round. You're getting bored?
Yeah.
Yeah. We only got 45 minutes left. Well, that's gonna do it. We did finish this field, which is nice. We've got 360 acres of soybeans left, but it's actually in 4 different fields, so that's gonna slow us down a little bit, especially the one move. Tomorrow's a little bit of a longer move. Hopefully we get a morning where it's not misting for half the day. Check out how bright that moon is, Onyx.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That thing was pretty awesome when it came over the horizon, huh?
Yeah.
Bright orange. Pretty awesome harvest moon.